Hello students. Today we are going to start with a new chapter, chapter 12, biotechnology. And today we are going to learn recombinant DNA technology, different techniques of genetic engineering and polymerase chain reaction. Let's begin with the chapter. What is biotechnology? Biotechnology refers to the technology using biology which has applications in agriculture, food processing industry, medicine diagnostics, bioremediation, waste treatment and energy production. So biotechnology is a branch of biology which deals with the techniques of using live organisms, enzymes or biological process to produce products and provide services for human welfare. Making curd or bread which involves microorganisms can be considered as the oldest form of biotechnology. Now all of you know how we make curd, right? We make curd from milk. Similarly, we used yeast. Yeast is a microorganism in making bread. So we are using microorganism in production of different products which are used by human welfare. So this process is a very oldest form and we call it as biotechnology. Not even that, even fermentation in the production of wine, other alcoholic beverages, most of the biotechnological process are considered as the process of biotechnology and it has become more sophisticated gradually. As we also use biotechnological techniques in the preparation of vitamins and antibiotics with the help of microorganisms. So, let's study more about biotechnology. Biotechnology deals with the technique of using live organisms or enzymes from organisms to make products and process that benefit human beings. The definition given by European Federation of Biotechnology is as follows: the integration of natural science and organisms, cells, parts thereof and molecular analogues for products and services. So, biotechnology involves DNA manipulations. Now, DNA manipulations means recombinant DNA technology, tissue culture, protoplast fusion, cell catalyst, immobilized enzymes, protein engineering, etc. So there are so many techniques which are included under biotechnology. For example, in vitro fertilization. As you already know about test tube baby, it is a biotechnological technique. Synthesizing a gene, developing a DNA vaccine, or correcting a defective gene is also considered biotechnology. Not only that, plant tissue culture as used by different plant breeders to create new crops which grow more rapidly, require less fertilizer and thrive in poor soils. Many techniques are included under biotechnology. From agriculture field, medicine, chemical industry, pharmaceutical industry and environment. All these new modern techniques are included under biotechnology, which is the integration of natural science and organisms. Principles of biotechnology: genetic engineering and aseptic techniques. Now, genetic engineering is the introduction of foreign genetic material, whether may be DNA or RNA, into the host genome and altering its phenotype. Aseptic techniques, the maintenance of sterile atmosphere to enable growth of only the desired cell in large quantities for the manufacture of products like antibiotic, vaccine enzymes, etc. Let's study, which is very important, techniques of genetic engineering. Engineering means using of technology. Genetic means gene which carries characters. So when we are manipulating the gene, location or maybe the sequence of the gene on DNA, we call it as genetic engineering. So the techniques of genetic engineering consist of these three steps. The first important step, creation of recombination DNA. As already mentioned, recombination DNA is one of the very important process of biotechnology. Gene transfer into host organism, second step. Third step is gene cloning. Now all of you know what is cloning means. Cloning means production of a same gene. So gene cloning is the third step of the technique of genetic engineering. Let's study First step, creation of recombination DNA. Stanley and Cohen, Herbert Boyer constructed the first recombination DNA in 1972. They isolated the antibiotic resistance gene from the plasmid of the bacterium Salmonella typhimurium. This piece of DNA carrying antibiotic resistance gene was cut at specific location by restriction endonuclease, popularly known as molecular scissor. There are certain enzymes which are known as molecular scissor because they cut the genes at specific locations. So this is the first step of technique of genetic engineering, creation of recombination DNA, which is an entirely new DNA with the help of certain molecular scissor. Second step is gene transfer. The cut piece of the DNA was introduced in the plasmid of E. coli. E. coli or Escherichia coli is the name of a bacteria which is commonly used for different experimental purpose. Now plasmid means circular DNA. So the circular DNA which is present in E. coli bacteria. So this cut piece of DNA is introduced into the plasmid of E. coli which acted as a vector. Vector means carrier, which carries but doesn't involve. As in chemistry, you have heard about catalyst. Catalyst do not get involved in the reaction. Only it uprises or increases the rate of reaction. Similarly, vector carries the gene. It do not manipulate, do not get involved in any kind of process. The piece of DNA was ligated to the vector plasmid by DNA ligase. Ligated means joined. This joining of the two DNA pieces resulted in the creation of recombinant DNA. So after the first step, second step is gene transfer. In this way, gene is transferred. Let's understand what is gene cloning. The new recombinant DNA was transferred into E. coli. E. coli is the bacteria. The rDNA, R means recombinant DNA, replicated autonomously by using the host DNA polymerase enzyme and made multiple copies. The ability to multiply copies of any template of DNA is called gene cloning. So the rDNA is having the ability to multiply with the help of enzyme DNA polymerase. So in this way, the desired gene can be multiplied into many copies as per our requirement. Now let's begin with one of the important application of biotechnology. Now biotechnology has very and varied applications all over. As in the introduction I said, there are so many different process and techniques where biotechnology is applied. One of the important application is polymerase chain reaction. So let's study what is polymerase chain reaction. Gene amplification is carried out by obtaining multiple copy of a known DNA sequence which contains a gene is known as gene amplification. So in this reaction, a small fragment of DNA or gene can be rapidly cloned or duplicated to produce multiple DNA copies. So for this process to occur, there are three important things that we require. The first important thing is primer. Primer, forward or reverse primer. And primers are the small chemically synthesized oligonucleotides that are complementary to the regions of DNA. Taq polymerase enzyme is also one of the requirement, which is a thermostable DNA polymerase enzyme isolated from Thermus aquaticus. It is a bacteria, and from this bacteria, this enzyme is extracted, and this enzyme is thermostable because it can withstand up to 94 degrees Celsius of heat or temperature. And nucleotide bases. There are 4 types of nucleotide bases. These are deoxyribonucleotides, deoxyadenine triphosphate, deoxyribonucleotides, cytosine triphosphate, deoxyguanidine triphosphate, and deoxythymine triphosphate. So they are collectively known as nitrogen bases or deoxyribonucleotides. So these are the 4 types of deoxyribonucleotides which are also importantly utilized in the polymerase chain reaction. Let's understand what are the essential steps of this technique. So, PCR or polymerase chain reaction consists of 3 phases. These 3 phases are the essential steps of the PCR technique. So, the first step is denaturation. Denaturation takes place because of the heat. Now, denaturation means the DNA is heated to cause its 2 linked strands to separate. So, because of the heating of about 91 degrees Celsius, the heating breaks the hydrogen bonds. Now, all of you know DNA has hydrogen bonds in between the 2 strands, and because of the heat, these hydrogen bonds break to make single-stranded DNA. Second step is annealing. Annealing means the temperature of the mixture is lowered to allow primers, starter pieces of DNA, to bind to the separated DNA. Now, after the DNA becomes single-stranded, now annealing occurs. Annealing means the primer attaches to the single-stranded DNA. So, the primers require a lower temperature of about 55 degrees Celsius because in the first step, the heat of about 91 degrees Celsius was been applicable. Now, in the second step, the temperature is reduced to 55 degrees Celsius so that the primer attaches to the single-stranded DNA. And the final step is the extension or polymerization. The Taq polymerase enzyme extend the primer using the nucleotides and copy the DNA rapidly as the temperature is raised to 72 degrees Celsius so that the Taq polymerase adds the nitrogen bases behind the primer, and one cycle, complete cycle for the polymerase chain reaction completes and carried out about similarly 28 to 30 cycles, beyond which its reliability decreases. So each cycle of PCR takes about 3 to 5 minutes. As PCR progresses, the DNA generated is itself used as template for replication. Thus, a chain reaction in which DNA template is exponentially amplified, PCR, is carried out on an automated machine. Here you can see how the DNA polymerase enzyme makes heat denaturation, and second step, when the temperature is raised around 91 to 96 degrees Celsius, and after second step, as the annealing occurs, the primers attaches to the DNA strands at a temperature of around 40 to 50 degrees Celsius, and again the final step where the temperature is again raised to 72 degrees Celsius so that the single-stranded DNA, the primers are left behind and the DNTPs or the nitrogen bases are attached to the single-stranded DNA, and two daughter, or you can say the cloning of or the amplification of the gene occurs here. Here also we can see how the denaturation, annealing, polymerization occurs, and finally the DNA is replicated at the end of the PCR cycle. So as you can see, in the denaturation, both the strands separate. At annealing, the primers gets attached. At polymerization, how the temperature is raised and the enzyme adds the DNTPs, and finally the DNA is replicated. This is another format, as you can understand here, the polymerase chain reaction. How each DNA becomes 2 DNA at the end of the cycle, and 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8. So gradually, as per our requirement, the PCR cycles can be adjusted as per the machine regulators. So one complete PCR cycle takes less than 2 minutes to complete. Theoretically, the PCR cycle can be repeated indefinitely, but the polymerase nucleotides and primers are usually renewed after about 30 cycles. 30 PCR cycles can produce 1 billion DNA copies in less than 3 hours. Similarly, the PCR machine is used for gene amplification. This is one of the important process of biotechnology. Here you can see one molecule becomes two molecule becomes 4 cycles or 4 molecules. 4 molecules become 8 molecules, 8, 16, 1024 molecules and goes on. So this is how gene is amplified and DNA replication takes place through PCR. Thank you.